evening, everybody. Is the Sun a planet or star? A detailed exploration of Vedic and scientific perspectives. Introduction. The Sun has long been a subject of fascination, debate, and reverence in various cultures. In Vedic astrology, that is Jyotishya, the Sun is often categorized as a Graha, loosely translated as a planet. In modern astronomy, however, the Sun is defined as star. This apparent contradiction raises the question: why does Vedic astrology classify the Sun as a Graha? Is there an underlying philosophical, astronomical, and mathematical reasoning for this classification? This article explores the Sun's designation as a Graha through the lens of Vedic scriptures, historic context, scientific reasoning, and comprehensive perspectives. Understanding the concept of Graha in Vedic astrology. Definition of Graha. The term Graha is derived from the Sanskrit root Grah, which means to seize or to influence in Jyotishya. Graha are celestial bodies that that exert significant influences on human lives and worldly affairs. The Navagraha system, Hindu astrology recognized nine primary celestial influences, collectively called the Navagrahas: Surya, the Sun; Chandra, the Moon; Mangala, Mars; Buddha, Mercury; Guru, Jupiter; Shukra, Venus; Shani, Saturn; Rahu, North Lunar Node; Ketu, South Lunar Node. Although modern science categorizes the Sun as the star and excludes Rahu and Ketu as physical celestial bodies, Vedic astrology considers their influence more important than their physical structure. Why is the Sun called a Graha? Influence over the Earth. In astrology, Grahas are defined based on their impact on human affairs rather than their physical nature. Motion. Motion relates to Earth. The Sun appears to move across the sky and affects the planetary cycle. Mythological and religious significance. Hindu scriptures defines the Sun as Surya Deva, a primary deity in the Rigveda. Siddhantic astronomy. Ancient Indian astronomers like Aryabhata and Varaha Mihira categorized the Sun as a Graha based on its observable influences. The Sun in scientific astronomy. Modern definition of star. According to astrophysics, a star is a celestial body that generates its own light and heat through nuclear fusion. The Sun, primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, undergoes continuous fusion reaction, releasing vast amount of energy. Why is the Sun not a planet? A planet, by definition, is celestial body that the first one is orbits a star. Second, does not generate its own light. Third, has sufficient mass to be spherical. The fourth one is has cleared its orbit of their base. Since the sun does not orbit another star and produces its own light, it is classified as a star. Historical perspective: Vedic versus Greek versus modern astronomy. The Vedic cosmology often presented a geocentric model where celestial bodies, including the sun, were described in relation to their effect on Earth. Greek influence and heliocentrism. Greek scholars like Ptolemy influenced medieval astronomy, while Copernicus later proposed the heliocentric model, aligning more than the modern science. Aryabhatta and Indian astronomy. Aryabhatta in 5th century was one of the first Indian astronomers to propose the Earth rotates on its axis. His work shows an early understanding of planetary motion. Scriptural reference and Sanskrit shlokas. Rigveda 150:10 Surya Atma Jagadastatusascha. The sun is the soul of the moving and non-moving beings. Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra Suryagraho Mahatejo Karako Rajayoginaha. That means the sun is a graha of great brilliance and the significator of the kingship. In Aryabhatiya, Bhagana Suryo Mahan. Bhagana Suryo Mahan. The sun is a great celestial body that moves in a defined path. Conclusion: bridging the gap between astrology and astronomy. While modern astronomy classifies the sun as a star based on its nuclear fusion process, Vedic astrology categorizes it as a graha due to its immense influence on human life and planetary motion. These two perspectives need not contradict each other but rather serve different purposes, scientific and metaphysical. Understanding both perspectives enriches our appreciation of ancient wisdom and modern discoveries. Thank you.